Several news outlets published excerpts of Michael Wolff's new book about the Trump campaign and the White House. And almost every word of it is unbelievable. Some of it, literally so. In one passage from Fire and Fury, Inside the Trump White House, Wolff recounts how Roger Ailes recommended former House Speaker John A. Boehner, R. Ohio, to serve as Trump's chief of staff. Trump's response, according to Wolff, "Who's that?" Never mind that Trump had golfed with Boehner in 2013 and mentioned him several times on the 2016 campaign trail. Using the Donald Trump fact base, I found Trump mentioning Boehner on the campaign trail at least 4 times, April 10, 2016, November 30, 2015, October 14, 2015 and September 25, 2015. He also tweeted about him on October 8, 2015 and September 25, 2015, that last date being when Boehner resigned as Speaker during the 2016 campaign. Lackey at Glenbeck, who always seems to be crying, worse than Boehner, speaks badly of me only because I refuse to do his show a real nut job. Donald J. Trump, at Real Donald Trump, October 8, 2015. Is it possible Trump misheard the name or momentarily forgot who Boehner was? Sure. He may have even meant the "who's that," as a slight to Boehner. But the impression Wolff seeks to leave is that Trump is a novice, completely out of his element in the Oval Office. This was an anecdote meant to serve that narrative. Other bold claims made in the book, New York Magazine published a whole chapter, include a deal hatched by Jared Kushner and Ivanka Trump for Ivanka to one day run for president, Ivanka making fun of her father's comb-over in private, Rupert Murdoch calling Trump a "effing idiot," and Trump and his wife, Melania, not actually wanting to win the presidency and basically being disappointed that they had. In another anecdote, billionaire Robert Mercer, a former Ted Cruz backer and Breitbart investor, offers Trump's campaign $5 million, and Trump is clueless as to why Mercer would invest in him. "This thing," Trump reportedly told Mercer of his campaign, "is so effed up." But Mercer couldn't give $5 million to Trump's campaign, not legally, anyway. He spent his money on Trump through a super PAC, which is independent of the Trump campaign and is subject to plenty of rules preventing coordination between the two. From a campaign finance POV, this excerpt is pretty interesting. Mercer couldn't give $5 million to a campaign. His $ were spent independently, via a super PAC. Of course, legal definition of coordination has a lot of loopholes. Especially on the contribution side. pic.twitter.com/YIKB7HRWYD. Carrie Levine, at Levine Carrie, January 3, 2018. Is it possible this was shorthand, or even that Mercer represented the money as a campaign contribution rather than super PAC spending? Again, sure. But it seems a weird thing not to address in the text. Then there is the apparent recreated conversation between Stephen K. Bannon and Ailes, the New York Times' Nick Confessor points out, which raises questions about accuracy. As for the other claims, many are of the kind that has been whispered about but never reported on with any authority or certainty. Wolff has taken some of the most gossiped about aspects of the Trump White House and put them forward as fact, often plainly stated fact without even anonymous sources cited.